The biggest thing with the chaser stripe is getting comfortable and familiar with the quad. Building that spatial awareness so you know where things are so that when your focus is on the chaser or the evader, you're safe, but also being comfortable with the obstacles at height. With striding the front line, looking at getting comfortable being at height. So we're gonna make our way, so kind of starting here like there's a person here, and I'm following them or chasing them here, moving across, and then all of a sudden they change direction. I need to be able to control moving back and forth, being comfortable moving on thin at height. But again, as I get here, I'm pushing back. This person changes direction. I'm using and being comfortable and safe up top. With QMing under the front line, getting the understanding of how low I need to be so I'm not hitting my back or my butt. Also getting comfortable QMing on hard surface and being nice and quick. Either using the catwalk or the gallop, just making your way through nice and quickly. Getting comfortable moving like so. With threading the ridge, we're looking to start to get comfortable moving through obstacles. This is a very common tag, very common area, the ridge, where going over top might be slow, going around might be slow. So you're gonna have to go through, even if it's just to flush them out of the area, not actually making the tag. With this, I can see in front of me. My hands are in front of me, I can control. The closer I get to this box, the further I am from this rail, and I know my back and butt will be safe. So I wanna get nice and close, step through, grab this, and then pull through as if I'm chasing someone. This is a good one to rep. The more you do, the more comfortable you get with it. The more comfortable you get with it, the more you'll use it during a chase without even realizing it. Getting our chest and head nice and close to the sled, stepping through, knowing that I have space above me because I'm nice and close here, grabbing the rail and pulling through. With striding the barbell, anytime we're going into one of these moves, we wanna start from a position that is actually functional on the quad. Starting from a position that would actually be during a chase, putting the ridge between me and the chaser, and then when they act is when I move into my stride across the barbell. Now with the stride across the barbell, I want to make sure that as I come across, I'm not going up and coming down. That's very slow. We don't want to land on 2 feet. What we're looking for is that you lower yourself so that you can maintain your movement out. So again, instead of going this or this, it's smoother through. Even though I'm done striding the barbell, I don't want to just stop here or run straight through here. I want to get in the habit of continuing to move through. Anytime I'm rounding a corner, I either want to use a tack to get around, or I want to pull through using one of the corners. With the tilted cube power pose, we want you to start on top here. You're getting comfortable being on this angled rail. Using your feet, we want to go into that duck walk position with one foot, grab the rail, and then get into this kind of power pose position where I can move in, I can go this way, I can come back down this way. Again, just controlling this position to get into some kind of a tag. If you need to use 2 steps, you're gonna start with your right foot, go to your left foot, fall, go to your right foot. The safer way to enter this, again, is in that duck walk. We don't want to be pigeon-toed. So this is not a good position to be in. This is a little more natural. Also safer on the rail. So again, toes pointing out, falling foot. For QMing under the mountain, we're just getting comfortable getting on all fours, going nice and low. Again, having the understanding that this is here. Eventually you want to be able to move through this space, but for the chaser stripe, we're just concerned about going under. Anytime I'm QMing under anything, I want to make sure I'm leading with my chest falling to my hands. I don't want to dip down and then go forward. I want to make sure all my movement's always forward. So practicing nice and easy, just staying nice and low, moving through. Again, as I approach it, I start to get low before I get to it. So my momentum way. So getting comfortable knowing where I need to be so
so that I'm not going too low too early, but I'm not going too low too late. So I'm just going down and up, not too much before, not too much after, that perfect Goldilocks zone of QM. With the running jump from the hammer to the barbell and then running out, we're wanting you to get comfortable jumping at height, jumping across this area here. With the running jump, you're taking off of 1 and landing on 2. Then you're gonna move out of it. Again, within a chase, you don't wanna ever just stop. At this level, we wanna be safe and land on 2 feet. We don't want you to stride it. Eventually you would want to stride it, but right now just looking to be comfortable with the jump and then moving out of it. So running jump, taking off of 1, landing on 2, and then moving out of it. With the moving out of it, again, just like with the stride across the dumbbell, I want to make sure that I'm lowering myself and moving here and not there. So good, quiet, soft landings tells us that you're being efficient, moving through and absorbing in a good way, that you're not just losing all of your momentum. With the running jump sled to tray, again, it's a running jump, taking off 1, landing on 2. If you need to use 2 steps on the sled, you can, but you're still only taking off of 1. A good starting position from a chase, moving your way through 1 to 2 and sticking it. Just getting comfortable making this jump. With the side Kong, the front line from the tray, doing that good side Kong just from here, hand, landing, and then QMing under this middle one and moving through here. You don't want to QM under and be here. Position yourself that you're QMing under and able to make it into this straight line here. So again, from the tray, side Kong, QM under, moving through. With the step vault of the Hammer Sisters rail, we're looking for efficiency. If I jump over this, there's a lot of up and down before I can move through. With the step vault, it keeps me moving in a straight line. Getting comfortable doing a step vault on a rail. It is okay if you want to put a hand on the wood. Ideally, I probably wouldn't do hand here, foot here. Not that it can't be done. And as you progress, it's not a bad idea to be able to switch directions. With the level of the chaser stripe, just looking for getting comfortable doing a step vault both ways with both hands. With the step vault, QM under the Dorito and step vault, having a good competency and understanding of what is in this area. The quad is not symmetrical really in any way. So there's this, there's here, but then on the other side, I can't stand up and move through because there's this bar here within the Dorito. So again, having an understanding that I can't do the same thing here, otherwise I'm gonna run into this. So this movement is a familiarity through this area, but also practicing that step vault on the angled rail. Now with this, again, you can do hand on the rail, foot on the box. You can do hand on the box, foot on the rail. Good to practice both because again, you never know what position you're gonna be in. From here, getting down to go into that QM under the Dorito and then being able to step vault through here. Again, step vault can be safer instead of getting close and accidentally tripping or getting a foot caught over. Because even if I get my foot caught, if I'm in this position, I'm stable with my hand and my foot. Just hopping over this isn't necessarily a good idea because you could trip your feet. Not that you can't do that, moving through, right? But having awareness of the obstacles, even just putting hands on things. This is why we do so much QM in all of our parkour classes, getting comfortable moving through an area, putting hands on things, using our hands to move and pull and push, right? Hands are really important with a lot of things that we're doing in here. When we test it, we're gonna actually have you start from here. You're gonna do the step vault here, do the step vault here, moving under to that QM, step vaulting out, and then moving through like I was chasing or evading. With the loading vault step thread, it's a step vault and a thread. With a thread, again, we want to get as close as we can to the obstacle in front of us, controlling it with our arms because we know that we're further away from that bar that's above us. With a step vault, It's 1 foot on, 1 foot through. Then I'm able to move out. Same thing going the other way. Hands are on, back leg step, forward leg steps through. You're utilizing this when the evader is diagonal on the loading bay. So I don't want to be facing this way. I don't want to be facing this way. I'm not here. If the person's here, I'm just gonna go here, right? If the person's there, I'm just gonna go. Right? So if they're here, I'm trying to be in a position to where if they go that way or they go that way, I can either go this or I can come back, right? So as I get here, my body is facing this way. If they go that way, I can shoot here. If they go that way, I can move back. So I'm positioning myself to be able to move in a way that the person is here. With the Lazy Boy power pose, what we're looking for is really controlling, being able to move laterally through here. Starting with my foot on, and it's a shuffle, but also as I control this, I'm shuffling feet, coming here with the preparation of being able to pull back and go this way if they decide to run that way. With the Lazy Boy power pose tag, we're looking to make the tag here, not over here. I'm moving laterally through here, shuffling my feet, controlling the bar so that if they start to go back that way, I can pull and cut them off. Not looking to go around the obstacle and just follow. For the stripe, we're looking to make the tag here. So foot on, shuffling feet, controlling, tagging here. Again, with the idea of being able to, if I miss the tag here, pull back and go this way. That's why I don't want to let go. I want to be able to control here. With the standing pre of the sisters, what we're looking for is just being comfortable at height, jumping at height to something that's thin. During an actual chase, you're probably not going to actually stick it, but right now just getting you comfortable in this area. So as normal with the precision, our feet are together and we're just jumping, sticking and controlling, getting comfortable being at height on the sisters.